Hey guys, this is Sayoxy of the Triangle Gaming. Today I'm going to be bringing you a League of Legends guide on Kayle, or Kayle, however you want to say it, the Judicator. Like my other guides, I'm going to be showing you the abilities, masteries, runes, and a build that I like to use. So let's go ahead and get into it. Kayle is a fighter with a secondary support. I mainly use her as support on the bottom because I love the damage that she can put out and help take control of the bottom lane as well as sustain your ADC. So let's go ahead and look at Kayle's abilities. Her passive, Holy Fervor. When Kayle attacks a champion, the target loses 3% armor and magic resistance for 5 seconds. This effect stacks up to 5 times, so you can get a total of 15% reduction. It may be worth it if you can to get a couple of pot shots off on your opponent before you push, just to help you get those stacks up faster and do more damage. Her Q ability, Reckoning, blast an enemy unit with angelic force, dealing damage, slowing movement speed, and applying Holy Fervor. This will be the ability that you put a point into first to help poke a little bit. It also does decent damage. If you're going to be aggressive, this will also be the ability that you're going to max out first. Next is her W ability, Divine Blessing. Blesses a target-friendly champion, granting them increased movement speed and healing them. So obviously this is a heal, but it can also be used as a retreat or an aggression ability. So you can throw this on your teammate to help them get out of trouble quickly, or you can also throw it on them to help them chase down an opponent. Her E ability, Righteous Fury, ignites Kayle's sword with a holy flame, granting Kayle a ranged splash attack and bonus magic damage. It is pretty much what it says. It allows her basic attack to hit from ranged. It also costs very little mana, so don't be afraid to use this ability whenever it's off cooldown. And then there's her ultimate intervention. Shields Kayle or an ally for a short time, causing them to be immune to damage. Now this can be used a couple different ways. It can be used defensively by throwing it up on your teammate and allowing them to get out of certain situations. It can be used offensively. For example, in team fights, you can throw it up on your teammate that is usually targeted, or it can even be used aggressively. If your teammate or even you are chasing a low health opponent and they're running into a turret, you can go ahead and throw this up and absorb some of those turret shots to help you get the kill. Alright, let's go ahead and look at her masteries. Now this is a setup that I like to use. Obviously you can do it a little different if you want to, but this is what I like. I got 15 points in utility and 15 in offense. Let's go ahead and start with utility first. Put 3 points in fleet of foot for some more movement speed. 3 points in meditation for more mana regain. And I put 3 points in summoner's insight for reduced cooldown. 1 point in alchemist to increase the duration of potions. Then I put 3 points in Agreed, which as a support, it's always good to get your gold intake from another source. And I put 1 point in Biscuits, just for a little bit more potion effectiveness. And then 1 point in Scavenger for more gold. And then for my offensive tree, I put 4 points in Fury for more attack speed. 3 points in Mental Force for more ability power. Now, I put 1 point in Exposed Weakness, but it's really just a gimme point. I just need to get to the next tier. Then I got 1 point in Arcane Mastery for more ability power. 3 points in Executioner, just to help you do a little bit more damage to champions. And then I put 3 points in Archmage for more ability power. Let's go ahead and look at the rune setup I have for Kayle. For her quintessences, I have plus 4.95 ability power. And then for her seals, I have plus 0.25 gold per 10 seconds. Now since I'm not using armor for her seals, I put plus 0.91 armor for her marks and plus 0.7 armor for her glyphs. Now you can switch these up a little bit if you're wanting to be a little bit more aggressive or damage oriented, but this is how I personally like to play Kayle. So this is the build that I use for Kayle on support. For my starting items, I go ahead and start with Ancient Coin for a little bit of mana regain. Also later on it builds into your Talisman of Ascension. Then I go ahead and pick up 1 health potion and a stealth ward. On my first recall, I go ahead and get Boots of Speed, and then I upgrade my Ancient Coin into Nomad's Medallion for even more mana regain, and then some health regain and some gold. And then if you still have money left over, you can go ahead and start to build Sightstone. If you don't, this will probably still be the next item that you're going to want to get. After that, we have your core items here. The first item you're probably going to want to go ahead and finish building is your Talisman of Ascension. Get you some more mana regain, more health regain, some cooldown reduction, and then more gold, along with its passive, which also increases your gold intake. After that, we have Ruby Sightstone. It's going to get you some more health, along with more charges on your stealth wards. And then we have Nashora's Tooth. Gets you plus 50% attack speed, and then 60 ability power, along with reduced cooldown. And then I use Boots of Mobility, just because it allows me to get around the map quicker. And then last is Lichbane. Get you more ability power, some mana, increase your movement speed a little bit. And then its passive is pretty cool, just letting you do a little bit more damage. And then we have your situational items. You have your Death Cap, which gives you a lot more ability power, along with its passive, which even further increases your ability power. And then we have Twin Shadows, which gives you a little bit more utility, but also still gives you a decent chunk of ability power, along with cooldown reduction and movement speed. And these are just another option for your boots. If you're wanting to go with a little bit more magic penetration, then you'll go ahead and get Sorcerer's Shoes. Alright guys, I got a couple of gameplay clips for y'all to watch. It's from a match I played earlier today, just so y'all can kind of see how Kayle plays. Enjoy.
Music.
Alright guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for the Kayle guide. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel for more League of Legends guides. If not, thanks for watching and have a good one.